Hello guys! My name is Clermont. Okay, so we continue with the building. And you can hear my dog barking. So, I think for today I will build this side and this side. And maybe this side I will leave it for another episode. The back. Because who watches the back? Look at this build, it's so chaotic. Wow. I didn't realize it looked so funny from the top. Like this part looks like a scribble. Okay, so let's get started with the schematic in the layers. Set here. Yeah, I think I can build this side and that side in the same time that I built that side. Okay, so let's start. And this schematic isn't rendering. So lately, I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's Minecraft or I don't know if it's my mods, but for some reason what's happening? Set here. Like my game sometimes crashes. Oh, I have the fire system. It's crashing like weird. What am I doing? Okay. Single layer set here. So my game is crashing, like I don't know why, but it's crashing so weirdly, like so that suddenly it just freezes, and I don't know how to fix it, or if there is a way to fix it. Maybe there is no way to fix it, but I'm having trouble. I don't know. I have to close Minecraft and reset it because I can't even use like escape. Like I can't even leave the game, so it's just frozen. And it's so annoying. Maybe it's my mods because when so to enter a word I have to get like, well, no, it's weird because like I get in a single player word and then get to the oh single player. I get to the like the test Clermontgard and then get into this and it works. But if I get only into this word, it doesn't work. So I don't know what's the issue. And it's so annoying because I have to reopen Minecraft and the browser, I don't know. I also have problems with the browser internet. I don't know if it's a thing of the launcher, the Minecraft launcher. Like it always fails the internet. Like it says like, oh, internet isn't connecting. So I close it and open it again and then it works. And if I open it when there is no internet, then I don't have a skin. I think I have the Alex. I think it's called, right? So I have Alex as my skin. And of course for YouTube it isn't very good because of course I want to show my skin, my Darth Maul skin, but yeah. And this guy is going to be annoying. Dude, I'm going to move you because you are being an ass. Dude, I am in front of you. How can you miss? Pathetic. 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 Oh, you can lead. I have seen that you can lead. Let's see. With the happy cast, right? Where is my happy cast? Hey, hello. What? Oh, he's here. I was afraid that he died. It should have slits here because I have killed wandering traders, right? See. Is it a good idea or does he shoot? Oh, maybe let's test. I I have killed wandering trader, so I should have leads here, right? Right, right, right. Uh, okay. Oh, here. Let's see. Where are you, happy ghost? Or maybe it's a bad idea because he would shoot me. Did the literally break? Hey, hey! Dude, follow me! Do it like this, right? Oh, didn't work. What? What? Why isn't he... He can fly with him, right? Or do I have to attach more leads? I don't understand. How do you make the boats fly? What? Isn't working. Oh, you can attach. Oh no. Stop shooting at my cast! Thomas! I thought you, if you did this, it would fly with the boat. Wait, I'm doing something wrong. But my gas is already injured, so let's keep building. Okay. So let's build from maybe from here until here, right? Like a good idea. Or do I go? I think there's only a tower here, so yeah, I can. Let's make it from here. Okay. Oh, I didn't bring. I missed a lot of materials. So, what do you guys think about using Ligmatica? Like, I feel like I love Ligmatica. That allows me to make a lot of planning and easily removing blocks, using commands, so I can make like more interesting builds, or at least plan them better. But maybe that affects my ability to create stuff without a guide. Maybe if I didn't use Ligmatica, then I would develop the skills to do that like freehand. But I feel that everyone uses Ligmatica, like even the best builders. So I don't know what's possible without Ligmatica, because I feel like, or at least with creative mode, like many people do it in creative mode, Ligmatica is just like a better use of time, because like copying from creative and then doing it here, some people do it that way and it works for them, but for me it's just like extra steps. Because then you don't remember. But the what happens when you do that is that what's the name, that you make changes, like because you make mistakes, so then you make mistakes, you make changes. You make changes to the build, so it's more natural at least. So since you made those changes, because since you made some changes, then now the build isn't exactly the same as the creative, so you have to make some parts, like some creative job that you would normally not do. But I feel that using Lightmatic, of course, you will save a lot of time. But I usually, when I do it with Lightmatic, I think I will copy everything. Like even the little details. Well, not everything. Like sometimes I make changes, but it's a lot less. I think it's so I limit myself to follow the script, to follow the schematic perfectly, uh, and not what's the name of that? Improvise, which is a skill that you should develop. I feel that you should develop. Maybe you guys think different from me. Also, there's Pragmatica has some like the cheapy, the easy place mode. I think some people don't like easy place mode. But personally, I find it very useful. Because sometimes you are just tired and you just want to build and not think about what blocks you place. Like you already place them all in creative, so why would you go ahead and do the same work? I don't know. Because in creative, maybe some people, because some people use, what's the name of that program? Word edit, but I don't like word edit. I think it's those one of those apps that it's too complicated, like using all of those commands, and I know that you will eventually learn, then it's a skill issue what I'm saying, but I feel like people create programs that are not very good for the public. Like it could be improved a lot, but people usually don't do that. So people get used to using them and they don't really ask for a change, which I think helps develop skills because you get out of your comfort zone. But also it's like, dude, there are some skills that I don't want to develop. Like I sometimes don't need. Like sometimes you just want to enjoy the app. You don't want to learn. Though, I don't know. I can't decide because sometimes you want to develop skills, or sometimes you are grateful because you managed to develop the skills. Like Linux, if you guys don't know, which you probably don't. Well, I already mentioned this. So I am from electronics engineer. So I haven't graduated. I expect to have like my graduation project in this couple of months later. But so Linux engineers love Linux. They love it. Like controlling the computer. It's true. Like you have a lot of advantages that Windows doesn't allow you because Windows adds so much stuff. Like so much stuff that the user may never use. So in the end, your computer is, what's the name of that word? In the end, your computer has a lot of problems that it doesn't need, and a lot of processes that are deleting. Like maybe I want only to use my computer for Minecraft, but my computer has like 100 other processes that I don't need, so it removes some memory RAM usage to my from Minecraft. So in the end, Minecraft crashes, or Minecraft goes slower, or Minecraft doesn't work as well because the Windows wanted to add. The creators of Windows wanted to add all of those programs that I really don't. Like maybe I don't need. Like personally, I don't need. So what's the point? But it also makes sense because not everyone is tech savvy. So sometimes people just want like a computer that does everything for them, even though it does it not as efficiently as it could. So, and people are fine with that. I was fine with that before I learned about all the problems and before I learned that my computer was dying, like from the memory usage. So I have to buy a new computer. Of course, I don't have the money right now because I'm still a student. So if that's the issue, like, and then they ask you to have like a Windows 10 or you have to buy a new computer. So in the end, that's the issue. Like they make it that way because you will have to buy another computer. You will have to to give them more money, which is what they want, or they are sponsored by people that create computers, so they get that advantage. Like, hey, we want you to make it inefficient, so they have to buy another computer. So in the end, you always have a computer that you never fully take advantage of, which for me doesn't really make sense because you want to get all the advantage from the computer that you have, and that's what Linux does, because Linux, you can customize it to have all the programs that you want. So instead of downloading, I don't know, so Microsoft Windows has Microsoft Edge. They love Microsoft Edge. I don't know why, but Microsoft Edge is terrible. It's a terrible explorer, or at least it used to be. I don't know, I haven't used Microsoft Edge. It used to be, what's the name of that? Internet Explorer. And people would always pay for it and would always use it. But then came Google, and Google made for me a superior. What's the name of that? A superior. Uh, a superior operating system. Well, operating system. A browser, a superior browser. So I only use Edge for to download Google Chrome. But what happens then? What happens when I only use Google Chrome and I never use Edge? But Windows still wants to push you to use Edge. So what's the memory? Where the memory goes? And they have like, and it opens like when you turn on your computer, it opens automatically like Edge. And I never use Edge. So what's the point of turning on Edge all the time? So I want to uninstall it, but Windows doesn't let me uninstall it. Because they want you to use a browser that you never use. So in the end, I have some memory that I cannot remove from my Windows computer that I would be able to do in something like Linux. But though I don't know if you can install Microsoft Edge in Linux. I guess you can. I don't know. But that's the thing. Like, it makes sense why engineers like Linux, but Linux I feel that isn't always like the most like easy to use program, so you need like a really good curve, so a learning curve to learn it well, or at least well enough to don't not mess it up or make it as efficient as possible. And in the end, you will have a very efficient computer, which will only use the programs that you need them to use. So that way, it's very convenient, but at the same time, it's like, is it really convenient? Like, you need a lot of knowledge and learning to use it. And my teacher will always say, hey, but with the commands you can do it, you can do everything faster, like faster than the mouse can do it. But at the same time, is that you have to learn a lot of commands, you have to learn everything, while a mouse is so easy to learn. Like, it's so elegant. Like, a mouse is one of the most elegant inventions in the world. Like, I think Steve Jobs stole it from, oh, Steve Jobs is The one from Apple, right? Or am I missing? But he stole it from some guys that were inventing that. So, like, it's such an elegant design. It's so easy to understand. There's always like you have to take that into consideration. Like, there's always like you may solve one problem, but there will always be another problem. So Linux has the advantage that hey, you can make a fully customizable computer, that operating system that will only use the processing power in the stuff that you want, but it's harder to use, more technical, and you need knowledge to use it well. While Windows is like, hey, you just turn on your computer and you do it. And that's what one thing that Bill Gates did very well, which is that like Windows is very user friendly. That's one of the advantages. I think Apple and Windows have that advantage, that they are very user friendly. But in the end, I don't know Apple. I haven't tested Apple all that much, but they have that advantage that few people have. Like, they were very user friendly because they were thinking about doing that, like using computer. Because I remember that. Well, I don't personally remember because I wasn't born back then. But people used to say like, "Oh, we created a computers, but we need commands to control it." So in the future, when people are born and grow up with computers, they will be super tech savvy. But the opposite has happened. Like, people that are very good at computers are good at computers because the engineers that designed those computers made them very user friendly. So in the end, people don't have to learn that much. Like, it's very intuitive how they work, or at least it feels intuitive after you learn how to use them, of course. But that's one thing. Like, so we sacrifice that part of the learning curve by making them more user friendly, so that way people don't learn that much, which maybe isn't a good thing, but maybe it makes it more accessible because not everyone has time to learn all those stuff. Like, if you are, I don't know, maybe you just use computers once a week or once a year, then maybe you don't need to be an expert in commands and learn all the commands and learn what programs are useful for your computer or not. Maybe you just need to pay your bills like once upon a time. So then why would you make a system so complicated? Why would you need to learn all those stuff? Like, it makes no sense, right? Maybe you don't like to use computers, you only use them like because sometimes it's convenient. So when designing something, you have to take into consideration that. And the first guys that made computers were like, hey, let's make people learn all these skills that maybe they will never use. But then Steve Jobs and people like Bill Gates were like, no, let's make a computer that everyone can use. And it's smart because it not only makes computers more accessible for everyone, but also then you get more clients because more people will buy the computer, because some people that weren't willing to learn all those commands, they would never buy a computer. But now we have computers in every cell phone, so that wouldn't have been possible if people like Bill Gates or Steve Jobs hadn't been like, hey, let's make them accessible for everyone. So now everyone thinks like, oh yeah, computer is so easy to use. But in reality, there's so much. It's not that they are easy to use, it's like the engineers were very smart in the way they designed them. Like when they say like, oh, my kid is super smart because he can use a cell phone and open all the apps. Because the smart one in the end was, of course, you need a learning curve, where the smart one was more the engineer that they developed like such a useful computer. It's the same in Minecraft. I feel like Minecraft has that advantage that you can find every farm in Minecraft. And then you have guys like Il Mango. So Il Mango is, for me, is one of the best Minecrafters ever. Like every video of him for me is like I love it. Like when he explains all the technical stuff, but that's the problem, that he has like an audience that is very reduced compared to someone like Clermontgard. I don't know if you guys have heard about him. So Clermontgard is really a guy that he takes the designs of many people. I don't know if he designs some farms. Maybe he designs some farms. I don't know. But what he did very well in his channel was that he would take all these farms and complicated explanations, and he would just make a good tutorial. So instead of designing the farms or being super technical about it, he would just build. Because some people just want that. Like they just want to have fun. They don't need to learn all the complicated stuff from the farm, like why it works. Like some people just want a farm that works, and that's all. Because they don't want the complicated explanation, and it makes sense. Like some people just want to play and have fun, and they don't have fun learning all that stuff. For me, I love to learn how stuff works. I love to design my own. I like to break the design and see, oh, why does this work? How can I change it? How can I alter it? Which is something that I do a lot. Like I take one design and I see like, why does this work? And how can I change it to fit my needs? Because that's the thing. Someone like Clermontgard doesn't, it makes like a farm that maybe they don't even explain why something is one way. Like I explained like last episode, I think, or 2 episodes, like the filter. Like I have the filter with the honey. So they will tell you, hey, you have to put 41 items of the filtered item and then 4 filters. But you don't have to do that. Like you can, like in my honey farm, like that's overkill. Because I probably will never fill that 2 double chests, or I will fill them like in 3 months from now on, or many days from now on. So I really don't need 41 items, 41 honey blocks. They're messing, doing nothing in a chest. So you can alter the filter. You just understand that there is no overflow protection. So in the future, the filters may break, but right now it doesn't matter if they break. Like I don't care. And even if they broke, it's not like I am filtering a lot of stuff. Like I would just lose some bottles, and then the dispenser would stay without bottles. So why would it matter? Uh, so those kind of things is what you learn from stuff like Linux, or from learning to do stuff like how to customize what you need. Customize your experience with what you need, and not what an engineer or the designer thought that you needed. Because sometimes people maybe will see it as a taboo. No, dude, you can't. You shouldn't do use the filter that way, because you lose the overflow protection. It's intended to have overflow protection, and if you didn't care about overflow protection, then you could use a filter that doesn't have overflow protection, and that's true. But at the same time, like maybe I want to take advantage of overflow protection, but not right now. So in the future, I just have to just put more blocks, and that's enough. But yeah, that's pretty much all the all my TED talk. But that's why I didn't like to use. I swear I crafted direct stairs, but I never find it. So that's why I don't use stuff like word edit. Like sometimes, like I know it will take me longer to build stuff, but I don't know. I enjoy it. Like building in Minecraft is fun. So like I really don't mind sometimes like taking more time to build because it helps me as well. Because I feel like if I build stuff quicker, then I wouldn't get more ideas. Because sometimes I build and I am like, okay, I'm doing this, but maybe I could do this, and maybe I could do this and this and this and this and this, which maybe I wouldn't be able to do if I used something like word edit that makes building so quick, or makes the builds that I make quicker at least, not building so quick. But yeah, that's like a good. It's interesting, like because I understand where my teachers go when they talk about Linux. But yeah, I understand why people use word edit because it makes jobs easier. But maybe it isn't what I need, and it's fine as well. If people play in different ways and they are fine. I feel like I always have that mentality of, hey, you can always do what you want. I saw a debate in Reddit about that. Some people were debating that, hey, why did stackable raid farms had to be nerfed? And some people were like, hey, because it's too overpowered. So in a server that I played, my server mates stopped playing because we built a stackable raid farm. So then we lost interest because we didn't have anything to do. But I was like, dude, it's Minecraft. Like we always have something to do. Like you can build, you can make like a guy from that server had made like an emerald, an emerald like pyramid. Like you have so much stuff. Like he had like a giant emerald pyramid or like an Aztec temple. It was like a temple. Like dude, he used hundreds of emerald blocks, but no, thousands. Those like tens of thousands of blocks. So in the end, what was the point? Like if you guys lost interest, maybe Minecraft isn't the game for you. I feel like some people have that issue, that Minecraft is so popular and so many people play that some people are like, hey, look, 1 million people are playing Minecraft, that maybe I should play Minecraft because I want to like the game like they do, and I want to make cool stuff like they do. But sometimes the game doesn't work for you. Like some people don't like Minecraft, but they force themselves to play Minecraft because it's what everyone is doing. So in the end, they are playing a game that they really don't enjoy because people are playing. So they never find stuff to do because they just don't like that freedom. Like maybe they want other types of games, and that's fine. I feel like that's fine as well. But some people feel like, hey, maybe I should do this. Maybe I should play Minecraft. So then they complain because there are stuff that they don't like about the game. But in the end, or because they feel, oh, hey, if you do this thing, I won't have the energy to play. But a lot of people will play, and a lot of people love to play, even with stackable raid farms, even with villager trading halls. Some people love the game, so it's very hard for them to lose their inspiration just because there is a farm, a very overpowered farm, like some people say. But Minecraft is a sandbox game, so like, is there really something like people usually say like, oh, hey, you are cheating in Minecraft? But Minecraft, like, if you use keep inventory on, then that means you are cheating. Or if you, what's the name, use commands or only build in creator, then you're cheating because you have to do it in survival. Like they try to gatekeep the fun of Minecraft. But I feel that's not the point of Minecraft. I don't know. Like I have never got got understood how people could could see Minecraft that way, because I feel like the appeal of Minecraft is that you can do whatever you want, everything you want. So you have all the freedom in the world. You can use mods, you can use data packs, you can use like Matica or Minihot or all those to make your life easier. And usually people will say, "Oh, hey, but you use like Matica and you use mods, you use all these farms, so you are really not playing the game." But if you guys have seen my series, I grind like crazy. Like I play a lot. It's not like I don't do the work. Like some people may think, oh hey, you do less work because you create a farm, like an AFK farm. But sometimes you spend like 1 week building that farm, and you keep building and doing a lot of cool stuff, and you keep grinding. So in the end, sure, I AFK'd like 1 hour or 10 hours or I don't know how much time, but I also grinded like 20 hours more. So it's not like when you build all those farms that you aren't doing job, like aren't playing. You are playing a lot because you are not wasting your time in stuff that you can do automatically. Or at least that's the way I see it. I don't know if you guys disagree. Because for me, I that's the way I like to play the game. I love to build because sometimes I like to explore, sometimes I like to play in the trial chambers, sometimes I like to build farms, sometimes I like to build, sometimes I like to design my redstone farms. So I spent hours and hours looking for redstone and learning and experimenting. Okay, this was a long speech, so let's stop the speech now and let's go to time lapse. Okay guys, this video already went very long. So I will leave like a video here. So thanks for watching. Bye.